Hello and welcome everyone. Today we're going to introduce another lesson of grammar. It is one of the lessons that you have in the first year of BAC. The title of the lesson, as you can see on the screen, it is the conditional or conditionals 0 and 1. So by the end of this presentation you will have learned about conditionals 0 and 1, when and how they are used, and you will be able to use conditionals 0 and 1 correctly and appropriately. Great, so let's get started. So if I ask you, what do you see on the screen? You will say, we will see a picture. It is a picture of a student who is studying hard. As you can see, let's take another picture. If I ask you, what does this picture represent? Okay, so this picture displays or reflects or represents, a symbol of a good mark. If I ask you again, what is the relationship between the first picture and the second picture? Yes, of course, you will say that when we study hard, we get good marks. So there is a strong relation between the first action and the second action. To express this, we may say, when we study hard, we get good marks. Okay? It means to get good marks, there is a condition, which is studying hard. Or we get good marks on condition we study hard. Or you can also say, we get good marks on condition we study hard. It is the same sentence we have just said. Okay? Or we can start with the conjunction F, and for this we can say, if we study hard, we get good marks. Or we can say, if we study hard, we will get good marks. Okay, so let's focus on the two statements, the last two statements. Okay, so there is a difference between this statement and this statement. Okay, so if we study hard, we get good marks. If we study hard, we will get good marks. Okay, so there is a difference in the structure, and also there is a difference in the meaning of the statements. Okay, so here, as you can see, both of the sentences or both of the statements are starting with the conjunction F. It means that both of the statements are conditional statements. Let's take these two statements and study them. Okay? Let's take the first one. For example, if we study hard, we get good marks. Okay, so here, as you can see, the meaning of this statement is that studying hard equals getting good marks, which is a reality. It is a fact, or it is a truth. Okay? So when you study hard, you get good marks. So it is an equation that everybody believes in. Okay? So it is something that we cannot change it. When you study hard, you get good marks. Okay? So this is the meaning of the first statement, or of the first construction that we have here. Let's take another statement. If we study hard, we will get good marks. Of course, there is a difference between the first sentence and the second sentence, as you can see. But it is just a very small difference, as you can see. Okay, let's see what is the meaning of the second statement. When we study hard, we will get good marks. So here, the meaning is different, of course. As you can see here, when we study hard, okay, we might get good marks. So here, we express the probability. It is just a probability, or it is just a kind of possibility or uncertainty. It means that we are not sure, we are uncertain, we are unsure that this action, which is getting good marks, will happen or not. Okay, so here this one is different from the first one. In the first one we have a truth, we have something which is a fact, okay, so something which is something that we are certain, we are very sure. So now let's study the structure of the two statements. Let's take the first one, as you can see here. So here we have, as you can see, a conjunction F, okay, and we have the present simple. Here we have the verb study, and the verb to study is used in the present simple, as you can see. And here we have the present simple in the second part of the statement. Okay, great. So this one is the conditional type 0, which is consisting of two parts. We have the first part, which is the if clause, and it concerns the cause. Okay, it concerns the reason. So here we have a cause. We express the cause, okay? And that's why we have used the conjunction F. And this is why we have, started with the F clause. Okay, and for the second part, it is the part that expresses, the part that reflects, the effect, in which we have to use the main clause, okay, which is used to express or to show the effect. Okay, so here, as you can see, let's take the other statement just to assess the difference between them. Here we have, if we study hard, we will get good marks. Okay, so here we have the conjunction F, and we have the present simple. So it is the same tense that we have in the first statement, but pay attention, here we don't have the present simple as we have in the first statement, but we have the future simple. Okay, why? Because the meaning is going to be different. Okay, so this construction or this structure, it is the structure of the conditional type 1, okay, which is made of two parts. Here also we have two parts, as you can see. So the first part is the F clause, okay, which concerns, the cause, and the second part, okay, which is based on the main clause that shows the effect. So here we have a result and a cause, okay, or we have effect and a cause. Okay, so the F clause is always associated with the cause, and the main clause is always associated with the effect. Okay, but here the structure is different. Okay, but why? Because we have the future simple here, and here we have the present simple. So the first structure, it is the form of the conditional type 0, and the second structure is the form of the conditional type 1. Okay, now let's focus on why we use conditional 0 and why we use conditional type 1. Okay, so here let's take the same statement we have started with, which is, if we study hard, we get good marks. Okay, so we have just said that this statement is, okay, or it is an example of the conditional type 0. Okay, as you can see here, conditional type 0 is used to talk about facts, okay, or things that are generally true. Okay, so when we are talking about, truth, we are talking about facts, we are talking about something that is real, okay, something that cannot be changed, something that we cannot change. For example, this sentence, if we study hard, we get good marks. So this one is a reality that everybody believes in. Okay, so if you want to show this reality, if you want to show this fact, okay, you may use the conditional type 0, in which we have, as you can see, we have two clauses. We have the F clause and we have the main clause. So the F clause, okay, consists of a conjunction plus subject plus the present simple, as you can see, and the main clause, okay, consists of a subject plus the present simple. So this one is the use of the conditional type 0, and this one is the form or the structure of the conditional type 0. Now let's see the second sentence. Okay, if we study hard, we will get good marks. So it is the same statement that we have just used to show the structure of the conditional type 1. So here, as you can see, this type of conditionals, which is conditional type 1, is used to talk about things which might happen in the future. So here, as you can see, we have the modal verb might, okay, that is used to show that we express possibility or uncertainty. Okay, so we are not sure about something, okay, we are not certain about something or uncertain about something. So here we have to use the conditional type 1. Okay, so for example, in this statement, we have, if we study hard, we will get good marks. So here, this person who is speaking is not sure about the result of studying hard. That's why he has used the future simple. Okay, so when you use the future simple, or when you talk about something in the future, okay, you just predict or you just anticipate, so you cannot know what will be happened in the future. Okay, great. So this is the use of the conditional type 1, and for the conditional type 1, the conditional takes the form. Okay, it is the same form that we have here when it comes to the parts. So we have two parts, as you can see. It is the same as we have in the first structure, which is the structure of conditional type 0. We have two parts, okay, but there is a very small difference, okay, which is in the second part of the conditional type 1. Here, as you can see, we have the future simple, but here we have the present simple. Okay, so if clause, okay, consists of a subject, consists of a conjunction plus a subject plus the present simple, as you can see. And here we have the main clause that consists of a subject plus the future simple. So this is why we use conditional 0 and 1 and how we use them. Okay. Now let's take more examples with the first conditional, which is conditional type 0, to know how we can use it and when we can use it. So here we have some examples, as you can see. If you freeze water, it becomes a solid. Okay, so here this is true, this is a fact that we cannot change it. So when you freeze the water, so it becomes a solid. So we're talking about something which is true, something which is real, okay, it is a fact. Okay, so here it is better to use the conditional type 0, as you can see here. So here we have the cause and we have the effect, we have the if clause and we have the main clause, as you can see. Two statements. Here we have the conjunction if plus subject plus the verb to freeze, which is used in the present simple, as you can see. And here we have it becomes, so here the verb to become, and it is also used in the present simple. So present simple, which means that this structure, it is the structure of the conditional type 0. And here we have plants die if they don't get enough water. So here, as you can see, we have another statement in which we have used the conditional 0. So we have the present simple, and here also we have present simple. Plants die if they don't get enough water. Okay, so here we have the present simple, which reflects the result of this action, which is the first action. It is the action of the if clause. So the if clause here comes second, as you can see, conjunction plus subject plus the present simple, but it is just the negative form of the present simple. Okay, and here we have the result, as you can see, and this result is used with the present simple. Here we have the verb die. Okay, that's why we have used it in the present simple. If my husband has a cold, I usually catch it. So here, as you can see, we have the conjunction, okay, which is used to start the if clause, as you can see, and here we have the effect, okay, and here also we have the present simple and the present simple. Why? Because it is a conditional 0, because we are expressing a reality or a fact or a truth. Okay, so if my husband has a cold, present simple, I usually catch it. Okay, and here also we have the present simple. Let's see another example. If public transport is efficient, people stop using their cars. Okay, great. So here, as you can see, we have a cause and we have an effect, as you can see, or a result. So here we have started with the conjunction F. It means that this statement is a conditional statement. Okay, that's why we have this conjunction F. F, public transport. This one is the subject, public transport, and here we have the present simple. It is the present simple of the verb to be. The verb to be is like any other verb. Okay, the verb to be can be conjugated with all the tenses that we have in English. So here the verb to be is conjugated in the present simple. Why? Because we need to use the present simple. Okay, so if public transport is efficient, people stop using their cars. Okay, so present simple, so it is the conditional type 0. If you mix red and blue, you get purple. So here, as you can see, there is a result, there is an effect, okay, and there is a cause. Okay, there is no effect or there is no result without a cause. So when it comes to the statement that shows the cause, we have to use the F clause. So as you can see, conjunction, subject, the verb mix, which is used in the present simple, and here we have subject plus get, the verb to get, which is also used in the present simple. Why? Because we have to form the present, we have to form the conditional 0 that is consisting of F clause and a result. And the F clause should be used with the present simple, and the result should be used with the present simple also. Okay? Now let's take more examples with the conditional type 1. Okay, as you can see here we have some statements. Okay, the first statement, if I have time, I will finish that letter. Okay, so if plus I plus have. So here we have the verb to have, and the verb to have is conjugated in the present simple, as you can see. And this one is just the conjunction between, because it is a conditional statement. So here I have, I will finish that letter. So here we don't have the present simple, but we have the future simple. Why? Because we need to construct, okay, the conditional type 1. Why? Because here we are expressing an action, or we are expressing something that we are not sure if it will happen or not. So, okay, as you can see, so here we have, the second statement in which we have also used the conditional type 1. If I miss the plane, I will go back home. So here we have a cause and we have an effect, as you can see here. So the cause is started with the conjunction F plus the present simple. Here we have the verb to miss, and the verb to miss is used in the present simple, as you can see. But here we have the verb to go, okay, and the verb to go is used with the future simple because we are talking about something in the future, which is something that can be happened, cannot be happened. Okay, let's take another example. Nobody will notice if you make a mistake. So here we have started with result. Okay, then we have given, the second part, or it is the part that shows the cause, as you can see. So here, okay, we have the future simple because it is the result. Okay, well, notice, the verb is to notice. Okay, and with the future simple we have to say well notice. If you make mistakes, okay, as you can see, conjunction plus the subject plus the verb to make, and here the verb to make is used with the present simple. Why? Because it is the conditional type 1. Okay, so the F clause, as you can see, and here we have the main clause. The F clause is used with the first structure, which is conjunction, which is plus subject plus the verb, and here we have the future simple. If you drop that glass, it will break. Okay, so here, as you can see, we have the result and we have the cause. Okay, so the cause with conjunction F plus subject plus the verb to drop. Okay, and here we have the future simple, and this one is the construction, or it is the structure of the conditional type 1. If you don't drop the gun, I will shoot. So here, as you can see, we have a cause which is started with F, and we have the future simple here because it is the structure of the conditional type 1. If you don't leave, I would call the police. So here, as you can see, we have a conjunction F because it is the cause, and here we have the future simple, subject plus well plus call, and here the verb is to call. It is the form of the future simple, as you can see. And here we have in the second part, we have the future simple, and here we have the present simple. And we have a conjunction if, because it is a conditional statement. And here, which conditional we have, it is the conditional type 1. Why? Because we are expressing something in the future. And when we express, or when we talk about something in the future, we are not sure if this will happen or not. Okay, now let's practice with some examples of a conditional zero. So we have to combine the following ideas by forming statements with conditional type 0. Okay, let's take the first statement. For example, the verb is wake up late. The verb is the verb to be, late for work. Okay, so just to remind you, so the structure of the conditional zero is present simple plus the present simple. Okay, so here I have to say, yes, it is, okay, if I wake up late, I am late for work. Present simple, present simple. Another example, I heat the ice, it melt. Okay, so here, okay, we have to use the conditional zero, and that's why we have to use the present simple plus present simple in the second part of the sentence. So the answer will be, if it heats, or if I heat the ice, it melts, as you can see, or it melts, as you can see. So here we have the first part, which is used with the present simple, and also the second part, which is also used with the present simple. Okay. So as you can see here in this statement, we have Caroline and Sue prepared the salad. Phil decorate the house. So here we have, we have two parts. Okay, so the first part shows the cause, and the second part shows the result. So here, if you want to use it with the conditional type 1, what will you say? So the answer is, if Caroline and Sue prepare a salad, Phil will decorate the house. Okay, so here, as you can see, we have used the present simple with the cause, with the if clause, and we have used the future simple with the second clause, which shows the effect. Let's take another example. Sue cut the onions, okay, for the salad, and here we have Caroline peel mushrooms. Okay, so here, as you can see, we have a cause and we have an effect. So here, so we can use conditional type 1. Okay, so what should we say? We can say, if Sue cuts the onions for salad, Caroline will peel mushroom. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope you stay at home. Goodbye.